If you're new in town or just new to this whole podcast thing, you're tuning in to Law by Night, the podcast that discusses all things vampiric with no fear of breaching the Masquerade. In this episode, we will be looking at the Garou basics, what you need to know to survive in this world of darkness, as well as a very brief overview of the Septs, Banes, the Triat and Caerns.
So you're the one that I have to babysit. Well, I've certainly seen worse cubs, but I've seen a lot better too. But I think I can work with this. You probably have had so many questions lined up for me. I'll answer one of them now. I am Butcher of Lies, Fenris Skald, though I would prefer I said Galliard Get of Fenris, though some of our tribe have formed a cult, but that's a chat for another time. Ditch the fucking notepad. I ain't some college lecturer. These are life lessons, so you're going to remember everything I tell you, and at some point, you're going to pass this down to some other cub and your pack, others that are like you, lost and confused, trying to find their place in a world that does not want to harm them. They will be your family, and you'll come to love them, and sometimes you'll hate them, but you need each other. I know I'm throwing quite a lot at you right now, but we don't have the time to hold your hand through this, and with more and more young Garou huddling together in their little bunker cabins with their thumbs up their ass, swallowing in their self-pity, I don't have the patience to be your counselor. These Garou are weak, and under my tutelage, you will not be weak. Right now, you're confused, frightened, and still dealing with the excess amounts of the trauma of tearing up and eating your family, and I couldn't give two shits about any of that. I'm not here to baby you. I'm here to prepare you for your rite of passage, to get you up to speed with who and what you have always been, and get you ready for what is to come. I hope you're comfy, because we've got a long night ahead of us, Carp, and don't ask questions till the end. I hate being interrupted. Right, I'm going to assume you know nothing because that's going to make life a lot easier for both of us. You are a shapeshifter, known to the human masses as a werewolf, who will define you as part human, part beast, but this isn't the truth. We are not mindless beasts under the influence of the moon, nor do our bites cause lycanthropy. We may shift into any of our forms as and when we please, and you experience your first change when you reach adolescence. Sometimes a bit older, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. There is no Garou gene you can grow out of a laboratory, but our limbs do grow back if chopped off, assuming a battle scar is not formed. Then you just have to push on. No doubt this would marvel your hobbit scientists. Said removed parts revert back to their original form, so unless you just unarmed a Krynospawn or a Lupus, we don't make good trophies for suicidal hunters. The Garou, as do our changing breed cousins, have different breeds and forms. The breed of a Garou is their true nature, determined by their parents and their mother's natural form, though I have started to hear of cases that go against the established grain, and it unnerves me. Hominids are the offspring of a human and a werewolf, living as humans before their first change. This is what you are. It does not make you human, but hominid simply acknowledges you have a human parent, whilst human refers to the entire fucking race. Some never truly confront their existence, I should say, and torture themselves, going back to their former lives, overly defensive about their adoptive kin. Lupus are the result of a werewolf and wolf mating, though one can fairly rhyme to kinfolk wolves resulting in a Garou cub. This is my breed, a wolf born. I was raised by wolves, more aware of my existence, intellect and concept of both of those themes. Lupus do not place as much importance on words as homids do, but through action and feeling, as well as sensory impressions. We experience the first change roughly within the first or second years of our lives. Like the homid are mocked for their attachment to their old ways, the lupus are often teased for their directness and simpleness in comparison to humans, but we have a nuance and understanding of the world that the humans wouldn't be able to appreciate. Finally, there are those that many feel that should not exist, the infertile metis, though I would prefer you exercise crinosphawn. Got it? Not only is it easier for you to understand, metis, whilst meaning the mixed in French, is used for any Aboriginal First Nation person of mixed descent, but the metis are also mixed French and Cree descent are the only speakers of Michif. There are several varieties of Michif in Canada, but the crinosphawn are the result of the two Garou, and our laws, the litany, forbid it. Those who do exist have at least one form of deformity and exist begrudgingly in our nation. Their first change happens as young children, usually no older than 10, feeling most comfortable in the crinos form, the form that humans would associate as werewolves the most. As such, they are usually raised in Garou society and no more than the lupus and homid, with a great connection to Gaia as a result. That is, if they are willing to endure the abuse and stigma for being who and what they are and survive the years they are made to defend their sept. Crinos, lupus, and homid are three extremes of the forms available to the Garou. Homid is the human form, lupus the wolf form which offers the silence and speed, but not the cloak to the outside world trying to perceive us as wild dogs, and those that try to pass themselves as such are signing their own fucking death warrant, and if you do that I will skin you fucking alive. Crinos is our war form, the 9-foot claw and teeth killing machine, covered head to toe in fur and abs. Most mortals do not cope well with the sight of one, but I will explain that later. In between these forms are the near human form, glabro, and the near wolf form, hispo. Glabro walk on their hind legs, but that's where the resemblance ends. More muscle, more body weight with more obvious body hair. Teeth and nails grow, but not into fangs and claws, but not far off and looks more menacing. Human speech, as a result, is difficult, but the Garou tongue, for which we all can produce, isn't. The hispo resembles a prehistoric direwolf with a jaw and head larger than the crinos, weighing just as much as the crinos too. Again, we are not cursed creatures, but blessed by Gaia, with powerful tools to protect her. But to do this requires a great understanding and some degree of patience, something that we are not known for our reputation for savagery amongst humans stems from our rage, a fury more intense than any human anger. Our rage is a gift from Luna, the spiritual embodiment of the Earth's moon that we can channel into feats of strength and speed, but it does mean that the more rage within us makes it more likely for us to lose control, a primal fight and fight response known as frenzy. Do not try to reason with a frenzied Garou, it will not work. Our rage is brought about the legends conjured by humans for eons, as well as the famous weakness to Luna's metal, silver. You may as well burn us or poison us with radiation, the effects are just as deadly, though this may not apply as much if you are struck in your breed form, providing you are a homid or lupus in their breed form. I will mention that not all of Gaia's children, for there are much more than the Garou, have such an adverse reaction to silver, but that is not the time for such confusion and presently less important matters. We are Garou, the fangs and claws of Gaia, our mother, the physical and spiritual realms, particularly Earth. You, as are all the changing breeds, are chosen and descended from Gaia to defend her from the apocalypse, the final fight against the worm and its many heads and faces. Notice my wording. You are more than just part beast and man. Gaia is one of the greatest spirits to exist in terms of power, if we act like excited homid children for just a second. She is greater than any Celestine, which is our word for any spirit that constitutes anything one could define as a god. I do not expect you to understand all, if any of this right now, at least not straight away, but I'm seeing you work it out inside your head. This is good, but you grew up knowing that you were different, right? Your human parents told you had problems with your anger, and you probably didn't have many friends because you rubbed people the wrong way, to use their term for it. The world around felt wrong. Noises, smells, textures, even taste put you on edge, and I suspect the mocking humans bullied you for it, didn't they? That you stood out, that you were a freak. This went on for years, and no one you spoke to could ever understand your feelings, but gave you harmful chemicals that aimed to upset the balance within. Not that the Garou are anti-medicine and vaccine, at least I'm not, but it is obvious that it was not meant for you. You felt and experienced the world differently, felt the hums and whispers of the world, perhaps feeling Gaia's pain, the sighs of anguish from the tortured trees and raped soil. Humans are very understanding of the world, but abusers aren't. Then the night of your first change happened, when you probably thought something snapped within you, causing you to take the step over the edge, the line that could never be crossed. It could have been an argument, some unfortunate news, or even a strange dream. You do not have to share it with me, but this was your violent awakening. Your bones grew and snapped as you shifted into the war form, the Krynos, breaking and melding into new shapes as you ascended to new physical heights. Fur pushed through your fur, and your face grew as fangs descended into your loved ones. You were given a new body with heightened senses and urges, with a new mind. The wind in your hair makes you feel alive and connected with one. We have all come to terms with our new bodies and existence. In your case, a homid, you'll begin to feel estranged from society you once knew, but it was never your world as a mortal. Some of the descendants of Garou, human or wolf, but lack the spirituality of their wolf kin, the Garou kin I should say, but more than humans that do not enter the delirium gazing upon the sight of the Krynos. These are our kinfolk, but that is for another time, Cup. You were born under a particular sign of the moon, as was your first change. Depending on the nation who you ask, the moon sign in which you experienced your first change or were born defined your auspice. You've always felt the comfort of Luna, sister of Gaia, and valued her guidance, whether she shines fully on you or hides in darkness. The term Auspice holds many meanings for the Garou. It encompasses their personality traits, attitudes, interests, and pack duties. Each auspice is significant and essential, as no werewolf can fulfill all roles. When a pack includes diverse auspices, it becomes stronger as a collective. Moreover, the inner rage of a werewolf also depends on their auspice. Garou mothers often try to induce labor under a specific moon to give birth to a werewolf aligned with a particular auspice. Thus, Ragabash and Arun are as common as the three other auspices, even though the full moon and the new moon appear less often. When young werewolves begin their training, they study with an elder of the same auspice to learn specific gifts and their roles in werewolf society. Werewolves introduce themselves by their auspice when meeting others. Additionally, whether a werewolf was born under a waxing or waning moon also affects its auspice and treatment. The waxing moon represents rising rage, whilst the waning moon indicates a cooler and somber personality. Sometimes, as rare as it is, some believe that the auspice is wrong, similar with their tribe. There are rites for this and grave social consequences too, but for another time, when you have passed your rite of passage and are welcomed into your chosen tribe and Garou nation. As for the auspices themselves, there are 5, each one reflecting a different phase of the moon. There is no secret auspice for an eclipse, they occur during a full moon. Whilst you'll find that each tribe has their own particular word for each auspice, I will use the general ones for now so we all understand each other. Ragabash Garou are born under the new moon. They are known for their wit, cleverness, and their ability to see beyond the surface of things. Ragabash Garou are considered as tricksters and questioners of the old ways, and they use their humor and quick thinking to bring about change and expose hypocrisy. They serve as a reminder to their fellow Garou that to question their traditions and beliefs, to think critically, and to never become complacent. Fierge Garou are a type of werewolf born under the crescent moon, possessing a strong connection to their spiritual world, the Umbra. They are renowned for their ability to their communication with the spirits, heal their fellow Garou, navigate the Umbra, and sense the imbalances in energies. They are humble advisors within their packs, respected for their wisdom and insight. Philodox Garou, born under a half-moon, are highly respected and commonly known as the judges and mediators of the Garou. They are responsible for the settling disputes and conflicts, and their decisions are considered final and binding. Their impartiality and objectively are highly valued. Beyond their role as mediators, they are expected to be a leader and a role model for the rest of the Garou, demonstrating the highest levels of integrity, honor, and courage. Galliards Garou are born under the gibbous moon, known for their exceptional storytelling abilities. They're not only storytellers, but also warriors and avengers for their packs, using their knowledge of history and mythology to inspire and motivate their allies. The Galliards play a crucial role in Garou society by keeping alive the memories of their ancestors and ensuring that the traditions and history of their people are never forgotten. And finally, the Arun are born under the full moon and are the natural leaders and fierce warriors of the Garou nation. They are known for their connection to the primal forces of battle and are often called upon to lead their packs in times of war and crisis. Despite their fearsome reputation, they are disciplined and focused, with combat skills honed to perfection. Their dedication to the Garou nation is absolute, and they take to the battlefield with a strong sense of duty, purpose to defend their people and the natural world. You are never mortal. You are more spirit than beast. We must all pay respect to her, exploring both sides of her, the spiritual and physical. Our spiritual sides are measured in something we define as Gnosis, and the more we have, the greater the awareness and understanding of our spiritual sides. The spiritual realm we explore on occasion is most commonly known as the Umbra, which will need another night to explore, in a conversation that is. But know for now that spending too much time in the Umbra can make you forget your responsibilities and just simply drift away. Focus, Moon Calf. Your naive curiosity may cost lives. Yes, it is possible with certain levels of Gnosis to traverse to different realms. This is not something that most individuals can achieve. The immediate environment dictates how easy it is for us to sidestep. The proper term for moving from one realm to the next. A sterile office in the middle of a bustling city will be not so easy to achieve than here, this dark woodland following a stream. It is possible to get stuck in between, so it's important to exercise this gift carefully and with careful instinct. And we also have powers called gifts, which are taught to us primarily by spirits with varying levels of power who often wish something in return, which you would honor, for you would respect the spirits of the world. Well, not all of them. Some have been corrupted and are allied with the worm. These are called Banes, and they come in all shapes and sizes, from pitiful and harmless to utterly terrifying beasts capable of tearing apart the very fabric of reality. No, I am not exaggerating. Calm the fuck down. The weak ones are used to infect innocent creatures and turn them into Fomori, while the stronger ones can completely take over their host, erasing all traces of their former self. To make matters worse, these loathsome creatures can even materialize in the real world, spewing their twisted spiritual form and causing chaos wherever they go. The mere thought of them just makes my skin crawl. More often than not, you will converse with the spirits at your cairn, your sacred spot that you protect with your pack and sept, which is made up of other werewolf packs and has its own designated leader. We are of the same sept, but not of the same pack. Sometimes you may have to claim a cairn from another pack if it's not being tended properly, which also means others may wish to take yours if they so choose. There are those amongst the Garou that converse with Banes regularly, with their own hives known as pits. We do not talk about much of this tribe as we should, but that's a conversation for a different time, so let's change that. In our world, tribe is the largest unit, or family of werewolves. The wording is important, for you may be born from one tribe, but you may not be wanted by them by your parents, the rest of your tribe, or the tribe's totem or patron, to use the more modernly accepted term within the nation. There are presently 16 major tribes that exist across the world. One of them has fallen, 2 are extinct, and 1 cannot decide whether they wish to exist and make meaningful contributions to the war against the worm. The Black Furies are best known as an all-female tribe who are dedicated to fighting against oppression, but specifically the oppression of abuse of women and children. What defines a woman is anyone who says and feels they are. The expression I once heard was woman of spirit, which I think is befitting us, Gender is a social construct used by humans to control their society and by extension ours, and I won't hear another word off it. Good Good, moving on. The Furies are fiercely protective of women and children and have a strong connection to the wild associated with the Triad and the natural world. The Black Furies are known for their strong relationship with the Greek goddess Artemis, who serves as their totem. They are skilled warriors and hunters, and they are respected by other tribes for their fierce loyalty and determination. Their patron spirit was once Pegasus, but now it is Gorgon. The Bone Gnawers are known for their resourcefulness, adaptability, and ability to survive in urban environments. They often live in the poorest and most neglected areas of cities, scavenging for food and shelter. The tribe is made up of outcasts, misfits, and those who have been rejected by other tribes. Despite their rough exterior, Bone Gnawers are fiercely loyal to their packmates and will do whatever it takes to protect them. They are known for their sense of humor and their ability to find joy even in the bleakest of situations. Their totem is Rat. The Children of Gaia are known for their compassionate and empathetic nature, and their desire to bring peace and harmony to the world of werewolves and beyond. They believe that all life is sacred, and that all things that should be treated with respect and kindness. They also have a deep connection to the earth, and strive to protect it from harm, often fighting against the destruction of nature caused by humans and supernatural entities alike. The Children of Gaia are often healers, diplomats, and peacemakers, as they work to resolve conflicts between different tribes and factions, using their powers of persuasion and empathy to bring about peaceful solutions. They are seen as idealistic by some, but their commitment to their ideals is unwavering, even in the face of great adversity. Unicorn remains to be their patron. The Fianna, or the Heart Wardens to use their most recent title, are fierce warriors and passionate storytellers with a deep connection to their Irish and Scottish heritage. The Fianna revered their legendary kinfolk hero Finn MacCool and his band of warriors and strive to emulate their courage and honour. They are known for their love of music and celebration and often gather in groups called moots to share stories and songs, their special moots compared to our own. The Fianna are also deeply attuned to the natural world and are dedicated to protecting the land from human exploitation and pollution. Their totem is Stag. The Get or Cult of Fenris are known for our fierce warrior spirit and our strong ties to the Nordic and Germanic cultures. We value strength, courage, and honor above all else, and believe that the strong should rule the weak. The rest of the nation view us as aggressive and violent, but it is necessary for the survival of our tribes and the protection of Gaia from the worm. However, you will begin to hear how our tribe has turned this dedication into ridiculous zealotry. Whilst there is some truth in this has never been the Fenrir. Fenrir himself is our patron, though some would say it is simply Wolf. The Glasswalkers are the most technological advanced tribe, embracing technology in the urban environment. They're also known for their ability to manipulate the Weaver, the spirit of technology and order, and their skill in navigating the complex political and social structures of human society, with only the Bone Gnawers succeeding them. Despite their affinity for technology, they still maintain a strong spiritual connection to the natural world and the spirits that inhabit it. Cockroach was their totem, but now Spider is their patron. The Red Talons consist almost entirely of lupus, spare only some Krynos-born for good measure. They are fiercely dedicated to the preservation of nature. Stereotypically, they believe that humans are responsible for the destruction of the natural world, and that the only way to protect the environment is to eliminate all human influence. The tribe is known for its hostility towards humanity as a result, and its use of violent tactics to achieve its goals. They often live in remote wilderness areas and shun technology, preferring to live as close to nature as possible. Griffin is their patron. The Shadow Lords are cunning, ruthless, and manipulative. They see themselves as the ones who do what needs to be done for the greater good of their people. They are skilled in the art of deception and are known for their ability to gain power through politics and manipulation. They are fiercely loyal to their tribe and are willing to do whatever it takes to protect their interests, even if it means working with their enemies, often the lineages, vampires. While they may not be the most popular tribe amongst the other Garou, they are respected for their shrewdness and their ability to achieve their goals no matter what the obstacles they face. Their totem is Grandfather Thunder, or simply Thunder, for those that are too scared to stick to tradition. Silent Striders are nomadic wanderers. They are known for their speed and stealth, as well as their affinity for the spirits of the desert. They are often seen as outsiders by other tribes due to their tendency to keep to themselves and their mysterious ways. The Silent Striders have a reputation for being skilled scouts and messengers, as well as master storytellers. They are also known to their close relationship with the Egyptian god Anubis, who they believe guides them on their travels. Despite their wanderlust, the Silent Striders are fiercely loyal to their tribe and will defend their own at all costs. Their patron is Owl. The Silver Fangs are seen as the aristocracy of the werewolf society, with a long history of leadership and prestige. They are often associated with royalty and nobility, and have a strong sense of duty towards their tribe and the Garou nation as a whole. The Silver Fangs believe they are the rightful rulers of the Garou, and therefore tend to be quite conservative in their outlook. They are also known for their close relationship with the spirits of the land and the sky, and their ability to harness their power in battle. Their totem is, and will probably always will be, Falcon. The Uktena, most recently known as the Ghost Council, an older brother to the other Native American tribes, are known for their spiritual connection to the land and their deep understanding of magic. The Uktena are also considered to be the keepers of forbidden knowledge and secrets, which they guard fiercely. They also have a reputation for being wise, cunning, and secretive. The tribe is composed of individuals with various backgrounds, including Native Americans, African Americans, and other ethnic groups. They are so named after their patron, Uktena, or to put it to the youngest of simpletons, a horned serpent. The younger brother, also called the Pure Tribes, the Wendigo, otherwise known as the Gale Stalkers or Winter's Teeth, known for their fierce independence and their unyielding commitment to their traditions and beliefs. The Gale Stalkers maintain a strong connection to their Native American roots. They are also known for their exceptional survival skills, which allows them to thrive in harsh environments, more so than the other tribes. The Wendigo see themselves as the defenders of the natural world, and they often clash with humans and occasionally the Western tribes who they believe are destroying the environment. Despite their fierce reputation, the Winter's Teeth are deeply spiritual and value their wisdom of their elders. Like older brother, their patron shares the same name, but unlike them, their totem is now North Wind. There is also a middle brother, the Croatans, who have been wiped out during the War of Rage, but some insist they went into hiding to avoid being destroyed. They are known for their intelligence and use of magic, which they call the Secret. The Croatan tribe is, or was, unique in that they do not adhere to the traditional Garou social structure, and they have, or had, their own set of rules and customs. They are also known for their ability to communicate with spirits and their knowledge of ancient lore. Their totem was Turtle. The other extinct tribe are the Bunyip, the only tribe native to Australia. The Bunyip are known for their spiritual connection to the land and their deep respect for nature. The Bunyip also have a special affinity for water and are able to breathe underwater with certain gifts, I should say. They are a peaceful tribe that values harmony and balance, and they have a deep understanding of the dream time, which is the spiritual foundation of their culture. Despite their peaceful nature, the Bunyip are fierce fighters when necessary and will defend their land and their people with all their might. Murubul Turundun, the Bunyip, and Niglog, the Rainbow Serpent, were their known patrons. Allied now with the beast courts of Asia, the Stargazers are an enigmatic and spiritual tribe, often viewed as outsiders by the other Garou tribes. They have a deep connection to the stars and the cosmos and believe in destiny and the power of meditation. The Stargazers are known for their ability to see patterns and connections that others cannot, and they use these abilities to guide their tribe and navigate the complex web of alliances and politics within the Garou nation. They are often seen as wise and mysterious, and their methods and sometimes seen as unorthodox by the other Garou tribes. Despite their outsider status, the Stargazers are deeply committed to the Garou nation and will fight to protect it from its enemies. Chimera is their totem. Which brings us to the tribe once known as the White Howlers, with their old patron of Lion, that got swallowed whole and spat out by the worm, the embodiment of corruption and decay, now known as the Black Spiral Dancers, twisted mockeries of everything the Garou nation stands, accelerating the apocalypse and claim that they are pursuing a noble cause. Ours is the only cause any Garou or changing breed with a steady head would call noble. That has always been the case, since our inception, long before before humanity created the concept of history and civilization, the Garou held dominance over the wilds. Gaia created us to be the protectors, using our various gifts and rights. Some favored the presence of humans for political and emotional reasons, whilst others stuck with wolves, embracing the pack mentality and tenacity. We were to monitor the growth in human population, and it failed. Every tribe has its own reason, but we were too assertive and humanity grew in terror. This period of violence and terror was called the Impergium, and is the reason why our Krynos form causes such delirium. Thousands of years of primal torture, swelling back to the surface of the mind to protect them by forgetting. Some say they built cities in response to this, whilst others argue we herded them together to make it easier for us. That is the trouble with the importance of oral tradition. Whilst it is incredibly important to keep the stories and our accomplishments, as well as our downfalls alive, so we can live and keep our memories alive, it can muddy the important details. We would wage a war on the Pharaoh, the other shape-shifting animals, the changing breeds, and each tribe will give you a different reason why. This was the War of Rage, and whilst we won that war, we were incapable of performing the tasks Gaia had put on the planet for. But if they were too weak to protect themselves, how could they protect Gaia? The humans, of course, learned how to fight back, and no one had a definite answer, nor did anyone have a solution as to how to deal with the humans. What was agreed in something called the Concord, which meant having humanity leaving it to its own devices, watching it from the shadows, making its society separate from humanity's. This marked the end of the Impergium, alongside our ancient and sacred code of laws known as the Litany, which are: Garou shall not mate with the Garou, combat the worm wherever it dwells and whenever it breeds, respect the territory of another, accept an honourable surrender, submission to those of a higher station, respect those of a lower station, for all of Gaia, the first share of the kill for the greatest in station, ye shall not eat the flesh of humans, the veil shall not be lifted, do not suffer thy people to tend to thy sickness. The leader may be challenged at any time during peace. The leader may not be challenged during wartime. Ye shall not take no action that causes a Cairn to be violated. In more recent times, the litany has been revised in some places, which are as follows: combat the worm wherever it dwells and whenever it thrives, respect the territory of another, accept an honourable surrender, submit to those of a higher station, respect those of a lower station, for all of Gaia, the first share of the kill for the greatest in station, eat not the flesh of humans. The veil shall not be lifted. The leader may be challenged at any time during peace. The leader may not be challenged during wartime, and take no action that causes a Cairn to be violated. The Garou would fight each other more than the worm, with the Weaver being a minimal threat until it wasn't during the Industrial Revolution. The White Howlers would foolishly send their entire tribe and their picked kinfolk into the mouth of the worm, spitting forth the founding members of the Black Spiral Dancer. The 13th century saw the foreshadowing of the events to come, with the Red Talon Theurge called Son of Shadows, warning us of the apocalypse and wars to come. The colonization of the Americas wiped out an entire tribe and changing breed, as well as bringing the Black Spiral Dancers along for the joyride. The War of Tears, sometime later, would bring the end of the Tasmanian wolves known as the Bunyip as well. There is much more to teach you, cub, such as our nation, moots, meetings, Septs, politics, Cairns, and even the Triat, but you are not ready for all of this. What I've provided you is enough to acclimatise you to our world without getting your hopes up. Before you depart, I wish to remind you of something. You are more than your rage, and the worm takes on many forms, nowadays in the form of massive corporations that suck the life out of anything. Most of what we do is small scale, without the tools and means to go international, as it were. We're fighting a losing war, and we all feel at one point or another, what's the fucking point? Well, I'll tell you the point. If we don't do this, no one else will. Humans can stand around with picket signs, chain themselves to trees, or sabotage equipment, but no person, no regular person, can do what the Garou can. We cannot abuse our gifts, lest we be scorned by spirits, Luna, and of course, Gaia. That, and we will have a lot of hunters filling our holes with silver. We protect those who need protection and educate the weak. We tear down oppression and raise morale without them ever knowing who did it. We fight what humans cannot without breaking the veil. Will our powers make us protectors of Earth, champions of Gaia? We have failed her, and now we must right this wrong. We will either heal her or die trying. This is why we rage, or at least that's why I do. How about you?
To be kept updated, follow the Law by Night VTM Instagram and Blue Sky pages to find out when we upload each episode. You can also find out by subscribing to the YouTube channel and clicking on the little bell, as you'll be immediately notified when the latest episode is live. Until next time, farewell.